One beautiful heart is better than 1,000 beautiful faces. And it's a beautiful quote by William Shakespeare. Hi everyone, my name is Namita. Welcome to my channel, and today in this video I am going to share 7 powerful quotes with you all which can bring a lot of positive change in your life. Let's see what these great people have to say and what are the implications of the learnings from these quotes into our day-to-day life. So the first one is by Confucius. He says that choose a job you love and you will never have to work a day in your life. Now, how many of us have actually picked up jobs and careers that we truly love? How many of us don't hate Mondays? Going to office is such a big problem for us. How many of us are not spending our entire life just waiting for the weekends? Now, this is because we have not really pondered over on what we have to become. And the other thing is that somewhere it is a pattern, if you observe it carefully, that our dreams and goals are somehow being carried forward to the next generation. For example, a father wanted to be a doctor. Now, due to some of his circumstances, his situations, he could not be one. So now he will impose that dream on his child, who actually wants to become a musician. His soul resides in music, but out of respect, because he's obedient, he would fulfill his father's dream. Now when this child grows up, becomes a doctor, he would want his child to pursue music because he could not do it. And this child now wants to become a cook. He is interested in cooking. He wants to work in hotel industry. Now that child would not be able to pursue his dreams. Are you realizing how dreams are being passed on generation after generation? Notice that this is a pattern being followed from ages. What if everybody just takes care of their own dreams and goals so that no one has to bear the burden of their dreams, so that everyone can do things which they really wish to do? You know what, a few years back I had a student who was an athlete, and his parents had brought him to me because they wanted him to again pick up a regular job in any company. So he came for working on his English, but he could not speak English. He was an athlete, and whenever I used to talk to him, he would only talk about sports. He would only talk about the records that he had made, how he so wanted to pursue his sports career, but his parents could not understand it. So I knew that even if he starts speaking in English, even if he gets a job, his heart would always be on becoming an athlete. I asked him if he could still do it, but he said that, no ma'am, I have crossed that age. I think he was playing for under 20 or whatever. So we had discussions. I would not really get into the details, but now this boy has an academy of his own and he is creating more athletes. So have you noticed that how this boy has fulfilled his dream? It is never too late. You don't need to have an age limit to do what you truly want to do. Maybe you could not have a degree or a qualification. Maybe you could not pursue an MBBS to be a doctor, but at the age of 60, you can still go for a health and fitness certification, any course, and start telling people about wellness. At least you stay fit. You can talk about all these things, being healthy and everything. A person who wants to learn music doesn't need to study music and get degrees. You can still pursue music, learn playing an instrument, start pursuing it. Why should we hold our dreams and wait for a time for someone else to fulfill it? If everybody fulfills his or her own dream, then the next generation would be saved, so that everyone can grow in their own way. If a plant is supposed to blossom sunflowers, now you cannot change the color of the petals and make it into a jasmine. Can you do that? Then that flower would not even be a sunflower, not even the jasmine. Now love has nothing to do with making the other person live the life that we want them to live. Love is all about looking at the person with the way they are and helping them grow to their full potential. So choose what you truly want to do. Then life would be comparatively easy for you. Formal education will make you a living, but self-education will make you a fortune. It's a quote by Jim Rohn. Now, what we are taught in school somewhere has no real application in our life. What we face in our life as an adult, whatever challenges that we come across, we have to deal them on our own in a different way. So if we are not educating ourselves every day, then we would never be well equipped to deal with all the struggles that are coming our way. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? It is never that you should just be dependent on what you have learned in school. Every day we have to learn something new. We can't stop learning. Learning is a lifelong process, and self-learning is something which is going to make us better every day. And success is nothing but getting better every single day. That's all. So learning through these quotes that I'm sharing, learning through the books have the power to educate us in a different way. The books which were not the part of our syllabus. So if we are conscious enough to keep on learning in our life, that self-learning, something that you learn on your own, something which is not a part of your curriculum, then only you can grow in life. Then only you'll be there where you truly want to be. Success is walking from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Now, this is a beautiful quote by Winston Churchill. Success is not about becoming rich. Success is not about having a huge business, having a large bungalow, traveling in Mercedes. It is about how well you have learned in life. Have you ripened enough to endure whatever is coming your way? That's all about being successful. So what do you feel is the true definition of being successful for you? What is success for you? Leave in the comment section, because everybody has their own perception, own ideas about it. But I feel that failure is the biggest teacher. Enthusiasm, yes, enthusiasm is a word which means strong feeling of excitement, or being interested in something. The desire to be involved in something is enthusiasm, if it's a new word for you, so you can learn it. So having that enthusiasm, having that zeal to do something every day, the day you stop working on yourself, the day you feel that okay, I'm fine, I'm comfortable, I am now in a good position, then you would not grow. Life is all about learning from your failures and rising again, and then working towards a goal. The goal keeps changing, of course. So stay enthusiastic. If you are doing something every day but you feel dull and bored of it, then there is no point doing it. You have to have that zeal, you have to have that energy every day to pursue the goal, your destination, whatever it is. So it should bring that charm in your eyes when you are doing it. It's all about it. This is all about being successful. Now, this is a wonderful quote by Benjamin Franklin. He says that most people die at 25 and aren't buried until they are 75. Yes, this is so true. People who lack enthusiasm, people who lack goals, people who lack dreams, people who are living a monotonous life, people who are not open to change, people who are not learning new things, are not really living. Yes, we have made a life for ourselves. We have a routine. We get up every morning robotically and we just do things whatever are required. We are earning money, we are sleeping, eating, reproducing, watching TV, spending time on mobile phone, not doing anything constructive or creative in our life. Notice this. It is with a lot of us. So this is not life. It is like being dead. You are being controlled by the technology. You are being controlled by the gadgets. So this particular time, in the contemporary times, it is so common that people are being driven by the gadgets, by the technology. They don't have any control on their mind, that they have to do something creative in this life. They have to keep bringing new changes in the life to keep the happiness intact. They are bored of their life, they're feeling a void, but somewhere it is so difficult for them to do something about it. So it is just that you've stopped living at a very young age. It is just that you'll be physically dead later on, but here you are already gone. So for that, to keep that life in us alive, we have to keep working on ourselves every day. Are you the one who's willing to work on yourself every day? This is the path of self-improvement, nothing else. No matter how many mistakes you make or how slow you progress, you are still way ahead of people who aren't even trying. This is a famous quote by Tony Robbins. Now, many people feel that if I'm not having a drastic, wonderful return of my efforts, then I am not progressing in life. Look at the people who aren't even trying, the people who have no dreams, people who lack a purpose in their life, who don't know what they're supposed to do. They have been able to get a job for themselves, but this job is not even giving them happiness. All they are getting is money, and money is not everything that we need. Yes, for basics it is required, but money cannot buy happiness. As it's always said that money cannot buy happiness. Are they happy? Are they feeling great from inside? It is what matters. We think that progress is only when we will reach there on the top of the roof, but we don't see that every day we are climbing one stair. On the whole staircase, we are stepping up. Life is all about progressing. If you are better than yesterday, if your today seems to be better than how it was yesterday, then you are already there. So don't depend on the bigger goals. You should aim for the smaller goals. If you feel that you are stepping up, you are stepping ahead, that's it. It is still progress. So when you are on the path of working on yourself, don't look up high. Look at the people who aren't even trying. You will feel better. There are people who have no purpose in their life, who are not even living. So you will feel good. This will give you a push to go even ahead. Warren Buffett says someone is sitting in shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. Now we think that if a thing can benefit me, only then I should be putting efforts. We don't realize that sometimes it's important to work for the community, to work for the things which we all know are happening wrong. Somewhere subconsciously we know that this whole social media culture is killing us inside. It is creating a lot of insecurities, a lot of inferiority complexes, but we are still a part of it. It doesn't mean because everybody is doing it, so we should also get into it. It's about awakening. It's about giving insight to people. We can only contribute from our own end into bigger purposes. So the kind of seed we are planting today will definitely reap benefits in future. The younger generation will be benefited from our little effort. So sometimes we have to work for things which might not give us immediate returns, and it will only give us happiness. And I think end of the day, it's the happiness that matters the most. Last but not the least, if your only goal is to become rich, you will never achieve it. It's one quote by John D. Rockefeller Sr. It is true that we all aim for having material wealth in future. We dream of having bigger houses. A person who's riding a scooter right now would think of having a car. He would be satisfied with Santro or a Wagoner. The one who's already driving these cars would aim for a sedan. The one who's driving a sedan would go for SUVs, then Mercedes, Rolls-Royce. Is there an end to it? Can you ever be rich enough to have the kind of life you want? People who are wealthy, people who have a lot of money, do you think they have no reason to be unhappy? Do you think it is all about earning money? Once this life ends, money is the first thing which we leave here, isn't it? So is money everything, or can money ever satisfy the soul which we have inside us? I don't think so. You might disagree. I'm not saying that stop working for money. That is something which we need. But, having the monetary goals is the least that we can have for ourselves. We should have bigger goals in our life, something which just suits the soul, something which can make us sleep peacefully at the night, because people earn money by wrong means also. So we should only aim for having a peaceful life, have money, but have a purpose at the same time. Do good things, be that positive person, so that money can be earned with gambling also. Your aim should be to live a life which just gives you a lot of contentment end of the day. So these are the learnings which can be used in our everyday life so that we can also have a better life. This is all about self-improvement, I think. And I hope you found this video useful. I will see you in my next one. Till then, take care of yourself and keep working on your self-improvement. Keep becoming a better person every single day. Bye-bye for now.